William Blake, the mystic poet, said many great things, but one of them was more, more is the cry of a mistaken soul. Less than all will not satisfy man. And he was talking about what the Buddhists refer to as the hungry ghost. The image in Buddhist teaching of the hungry ghost is a being that has a gigantic stomach, and the mouth is the size of a pinhole. Can never get enough. It's such a great image. We all have that. It's human nature. More is the ego wanting to be comfortable, wanting to feel safe, wanting to be fulfilled, wanting to have what it wants, wanting to not have what it doesn't want. That's human nature. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to get rid of that. People think, oh, you're going to come on this retreat and you're going to become free of self and you're not going to have an ego anymore. Yeah. Yeah, my hair will grow back too, right? And there'll be $1 billion magically in my savings account. More, right? It's like when will we be enough? When will life fulfill you the way you want it to? When are we going to get there, Jon? Right now. That's when. Right now. So wait without waiting and bring loving attention to the one who is pushing, pulling, struggling, avoiding, distracting, analyzing, comparing, judging, strategizing, manipulating, controlling. The good old human. I made friends with mine. Good luck making friends with yours. Not an easy job. And I had a hard one. This is why we all need within ourselves to ask for forgiveness and to deeply ask within ourselves for healing and to deeply ask within ourselves for guidance. Because honestly, you're not going to figure it out. I'm pretty smart. And the people I've known who suffered more than anybody were the smartest people. So that doesn't do it. No. No. Honesty and self-reflection and welcoming all of you to your heart of compassion is the way. It's kind of like that song that James Taylor sang, just call my name, I'll be there. Well, that's true. Well, this is where you have to ask. Not easy to ask, especially within your deep self. Very difficult to do that because we're so conditioned to get it done ourselves and to be the doer and the achiever. But this is what it means to be humble and to surrender. and realize we can't do it ourselves. That's for sure. Yeah, you're not going to do it. So don't worry about that anymore. You're not doing it. Get off your case. Be nice to yourself. You've had a hard time. Be nice to yourself. Give yourself some loving kindness and tenderness and sweetness and nurturing, okay? Peace is possible. Inner peace is possible, but not by will or force or struggle. Your inner peace is your essential aliveness. It isn't achieved when you get to the top of the mountain. We humans have always known this consciousness. We just have layers of conditioning that have obscured it. That's all. Wherever those layers came from, and they came from everywhere. You know, there's a lot of things that created those layers. And yet, by sitting and being here, you become unlayered. The onion starts to peel itself until there's just infinite spaciousness and peace. And that's when the Zen guy wrote the famous poem. There's nowhere to go. There's nothing to do. Sitting around doing nothing. Spring comes and the grass grows by itself. That's just a personal poem about what is truly waiting for you here now is to come home to your inner harmonized, effortless being. It is infinitely patient with no one who is patient. It is open-hearted without trying to be. It's comfortable and it's relaxed. And it's who you really are when you're at home in yourself.